Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a story time with Amy for you guys, and I know it's been like forever since I've done the last story time. I just didn't really know what to talk about. So if you guys have any suggestions, or if you guys want me to like talk about anything specifically in my life or anything like in depth, then just let me know and I can make another story time. But today's story time is about my film photography class that I'm taking currently. Um, oh my god, it's amazing. Like, I remember when I mentioned to my friend that I was going to take film photography for the upcoming semester, which is now. She said that she advised not to, and she said to do digital instead. But I was like, I have to do film though because it's for my degree. And I'm so glad that that's the case because I don't think I would have taken this class if it weren't a requirement. Just because I probably would have taken the easy route and went digital. Um, so yeah, I'm so glad that I'm taking a film class because it is so cool, guys. So obviously we're working with film. There's no digital screen on our camera, so you take the picture, you don't know how it turns out. You know, you just have to trust that you metered your camera right and that you focused everything and whatever. And my bangs are doing really weird things. But yeah, so it's super cool. Although it's super stressful because when I'm out there taking pictures, I'm like, oh my god, was that a good one? Should I take another one? Or like something. So you really have to be careful and like, I guess it's good because you learn to value your shots a little more instead of just like click 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 click. You know, you have to think about what you want to actually use your film on because those things aren't cheap. But yeah, so I just wanted to share with you guys what we've done in our class so far. I think I only meet with this class once a week, but it's for 5 freaking hours. And it's the fifth week, so I've only been there like five times, which is insane to me because of how much we've done so far. But here are my, let me see if I'm looking at this right. Yeah, here are my negatives. So cool. This is from our first assignment, which was just a scavenger hunt, and on the list there was like things that said like, oh, shoot a picture of a tree at a low angle, a close up of a leaf, and like etc. things like that on campus. And so that was my scavenger hunt. And one of the more interesting photos that we had to take on the scavenger hunt list was to take a picture of a stranger. And my professor was like, you can do this one of two ways. You can ask permission, or you can be a stalker and just go take a picture without that person knowing. And I really wanted to go with the stalker route. I'm not a stalker, I swear. But I just really like candid photos more than if someone knew that I was taking the picture, they'd kind of like pose for it or just kind of be more aware and it wouldn't be as natural, I guess. But when I went out there and I was trying to find people to take pictures of, it was really hard to find a good picture because everyone's like looking down or they're just too far away for me to get at a comfortable distance to take a picture without them being like, what is this person doing? So I ended up having to ask people if I could take their picture, but I specifically told them, just keep doing what you're doing, and I'm just gonna do this I'm just gonna take a picture real quick. Well, as quick as I can anyway, because I have to sit there and meter the camera and stuff manually. But I saw this girl, and she was this girl with her friend, and the girl was she was looking down at her binder, and her hair was kind of falling on one side, and then on the other side she had her hair behind her ear. And so I thought it looked like a very nice picture. And so I asked her if I could take a picture and just, you know, keep doing what you're doing, look at your binder, whatever. Um, but unfortunately, the back of her friend's ear and neck was in my shot, and I mean, it to me it looks fine, you know, because her friend is kind of blurred, but the girl's in focus. But our professor specifically said not to take pictures of multiple people, so I'm not sure that would count. So being stressed out and afraid of not qualifying for that shot, I went to go find another person, and I saw this guy laying in the grass, and he was reading a comic. The light was hitting him perfectly through the tree, and it was just awesome. So I went up to him and I was like, "Hey, I have this assignment to take a picture of a stranger. Do you mind if I take a picture of you?" And he was just like, "Whatever." And so that ended up being my favorite shot, which I'll show you in a second. And then I wanted to go with like naturey picture or whatever, so I took a nature shot as well. And gosh, it is so cool. I mean, processing your film like from the reel is really frustrating. It's such a tedious process of just like pouring in these different chemicals in this canister and just shaking it every night, like now and then. And like for me and my partner's certain film, which is Arista, we had our reels in the canister, and we had to, when we had the developer in there, we had to like shake it for 30 seconds, and then after that 30 seconds, every 30 seconds after the first 30 seconds, we shake it for 5, if that makes sense. Like, okay, so 30 seconds constant shaking, and then we wait 30 seconds. After the 30 seconds, we shake it for 5, wait another 30 seconds, shake it for 5. So that was just so annoying because we had to do that for 12 minutes, just like, okay, shake, okay, shake. And so that was that. But the results are just so worth it because once, you get it out of the canister, you see all your negatives and you're just like, that is so cool. And then, all your stress kind of just goes away from like wondering if you took a good shot or not. And then we got to, they had, in the lab, there was like this little photo viewer that we can put our negatives under, and it would like transfer it to the TV and show us how it would look like when we develop it. So it like inversed the colors, I guess. So that's how I was able to like check all my like negatives and make sure that everything was fine. I had the pictures that I wanted. And so yesterday, actually, we went to go into the lab to develop or enlarge in our negatives, and I was so excited, but at the same time I was super upset because I didn't know which picture I wanted to choose, although I already kind of had my heart set on the guy reading the comic just because the lighting was so like perfect. But also that nature shot that I took was like my favorite too, but I went with the guy, I developed that one, and then my partner, she started developing a second photo. So I was like, oh my God, you can develop a second one? She's like, yeah, the professor said it was fine if you have the time. So I was like, yes, yes, I don't have to choose. So let me go ahead and show you my second favorite, and then we'll go from there. So here's the nature shot that I took. This is like a rock right here. And also, forgot to mention, we're doing a black and white photography film class, so that's why it's in black and white. But yeah, we were supposed to take a picture of an interesting leaf, but I kind of just did the whole thing because it looked pretty cool. So there's that. Let me show you my favorite picture. I mean, it looks super dark on the camera, but I really like it. I really like how natural it looks. So yeah, that is my story time. I urge you guys to take a film photography class over a digital photography class if you have that option. It's so awesome and it's so satisfying, like developing your own photos and like, okay, so pretty much, you enlarge in your negative and you expose your paper to the light, and then you go and dip this into some developer. And as soon as you dip into the developer and you agitate the tray, you start to see your image, and it's like super cool. And it's crazy because it's like, I made this whole thing. I made it. And so I think it's just so much more rewarding than digital. I mean, no offense or anything. I love digital. It's so much easier, but if you get the chance, is what I'm saying. If you get the chance to do film photography, do it. It's so cool. It's I like want to stay in the lab forever and just develop each of my negatives. So yeah, that is pretty much it for my story time. I just wanted to share this really, really cool thing with you guys. I hope to show you guys more of my work as the class progresses. My next assignment is taking photos of things in motion, whether I do it at a slow shutter speed so you can see the movement, or at a fast shutter speed to freeze the moment. And my first idea already is to take a picture of my koi fish in the pond, so that'd be cool. But I'm rambling. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with my not very scheduled uploads. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or you want to ask me anything, just let me know, comment below, or send me an email, whatever. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!